Hey Calera, we are here in our wonderful Public Works building with our Public Works Director, Mr. Bill Hillier, and we are here to talk about our sewer system a little bit and maybe an issue that's going on with it, possibly a little bit of a sensitive subject, but hey, it's real life, right?
It is.
And we're talking about, this is a problem that you said is not only with the sewer system in Calera, in the state of Alabama, but this is a nationwide issue and it has to do with flushable wipes. Tell us about it.
So it's $1 billion problem across the nation for sewer operators. And the problem is that, as we know, the texture, if you notice, if you've ever used these wipes, the texture between the wipe and the toilet paper is a little bit different.
Yes.
So what happens is in a sewer system, it collects the wastewater from all the different residents, and it does, gravity does a lot of the work. At some point, we have to get it over different terrains, over hills. And I've made a little mock-up of it's a lift station.
I love it, okay.
If you look at it, the wastewater would come in here, but it needs to come out to the wastewater plant here. So this is a little pump, a little representation of a pump in a lift station. So what happens is, if you can imagine, not just a couple of wipes, but tens of thousands of these wipes making their way through the sewer system, they get to this lift station, and what happens is they kind of collect together, and instead of one individual wipe, they wind up being tens and thousands of one huge wipe.
Right.
So if you think of a pump has an impeller that pulls the water up, kind of similar to a fan. So what happens is these wipes kind of get wrapped around the impeller of the pump, and as you'll notice, when I try to turn this fan on, it won't come on.
It's not going.
So we take the wipes out, and if you'll notice, I take all the wipes out, and it will run perfectly fine. So what happens is that causes two things. One, it increases the maintenance that we have to do at these lift stations.
Yeah.
Two, it prematurely wear and tear on these motors costs money for replacement and for repairs. So, and like I said, it's not just a problem that the city of Calera has. This is a problem the whole nation is facing, because the wastewater system that we have today, and most everybody has in the nation, was not built to handle this magnitude of wipes. So it is a huge cost that is passed, that the city has to endure to, increase the maintenance and increase the repairs. So, not saying that what we'd like is just think about, when you're flushing things down your commode, think about what does the texture look like once it gets wet.
Right.
If you think about toilet paper, how when it hits the water, it kind of breaks down. If you drop a wipe in water,
not
it
so
really
much.
doesn't break down so much. So just a little bit of a thought for the residents to think about.
Yeah, I think, and it's not something that we probably would think about, so I like that you're bringing attention to it. Like we said, maybe a little bit of a odd topic, but it's an issue, and these are our tax dollars, our city money that is going towards this, when it could be alleviated a little bit just by being a little bit more aware, right?
Absolutely. If you think of it, that this sewer system belongs to the residents of Calera, and think of it in the fact of, hey, I want to try to maintain this as best as I can to save myself money, just kind of, be a little sparingly use on some of the flushable wipes. And, kind of think of it as, hey, I don't want to tear up my sewer system, and I want to, reduce the cost on it, and it'll go a long way.
Wonderful. Thank you for the information, Bill.
And
our science experiment. I loved it. Thank you.
Very crude, but maybe I got the point across.
Good job. Thank you.
All right, thank you.